Hello everyone! Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. If this is your first time joining me, hi! My name is Emmy. I am married with 2 kids and I created this budgeting channel to keep track of my family's journey in getting out of over $200,000 worth of debt. That's a lot. So I like to post videos about our budget, how we organize our spending, how we keep track of our savings, and I like to post videos every so often, every couple of days. So if that sounds like content you are interested in, please consider subscribing so I can see you in the next video. Today we're going to be doing some cash stuffing, but if you guys did not know already, I do not use cash. I am a digital budgeter. So what I've done in the past is I would keep track of all of our expenses or spending in an Excel spreadsheet, and then when I do my weekly check-in, I would just see how much we have left for the rest of the month. And what I noticed in the month of March is we overspent in all of our expenses categories. So I thought, we need to take a step back. Maybe we need to go back to basics. Sure, I did think about getting some cash from the bank, but I really don't like cash. I'll leave a video up here somewhere so you guys can see that video of why I don't like having cash. So instead, I use what's called Qube Money, and I'm gonna change the lighting here. I know that's a little dark, but I wanted you to see my iPad a little bit. So I normally use this app on my phone, but since I'm recording on my phone, I'm showing you here on my iPad. This is exactly what it looks like on your phone though. When you go to Qube Money, you can create different envelopes, if you will, of how to organize your money. I currently use Qube Money for my different sinking funds, and if you missed that video, please click up here. Pretty cool one of how I stuffed my sinking funds for the month. But like I said, this month I wanted to keep track of all of our spending that we go over budget with. So my allowance, my husband's allowance, food, which it includes eating out and groceries, and then gas. So what I have is money in my cloud. So since this is a brand new cash envelope, if you will, a new cube, I don't have any activity going on right now. I just opened these today. So what I'm going to do is stuff these envelopes with the money. Sorry, you can't see it, it's so dark. But the money that I budgeted for this paycheck number 1. So for my allowance, again, sorry if you can't see it, but I did budget to give myself $150 for this paycheck. So if I go here, move money within my Qube account, I'm going to be moving money from the cloud. So what you do with Qube Money is you send money from your checking account or wherever, and you send it to Qube Money, and it's hanging out in this limbo, the cloud, and then you can disperse from the cloud to whichever envelope you want. So I'm going to move money from the cloud to my allowance envelope, and I'm giving myself $150. And you can choose whether you want this to happen every so often. I never really allow those settings. I just, I want to be in charge of when things hit my account, so I don't ever put the repeat option on. And then you can leave a note to kind of remind yourself why this transfer is happening, and I like to do that every time, just so my own tracking purposes. So I know that this is going to be April paycheck 1. So I know that's why I'm getting $150. This is what I budgeted for April's paycheck 1. So if I hit submit, hooray, now I have $150 in my envelope. And so what I do with that, I can either use my Qube Money debit card, which they give you for free, and anytime I want to buy something off of Etsy, I would use that debit card number and it would come off of this envelope once you open it. I would click on it, and so now my envelope is open. Then I would enter my debit card information for Qube Money, and then it would come out of this envelope. My transaction would come out of this. Then I close it, and it's not going to take money out of there anymore. Or, which is the route the route that my family usually takes is we would use our American Express credit card. We get rewards on our American Express credit card. So anytime we make a transaction, we get a certain percentage of money back or cash back. So we would use the American Express credit card. I would then take my allowance envelope and I would send money to my other bank. I would send my money from my envelope to my American Express account in order to pay off that balance. Because with our American Express card, we use it solely for the purpose of getting cashback rewards. We never ever leave a balance on our American Express credit card. So yeah, that's my allowance done. Let's stuff my husband's. So for him, we're moving money from the cloud, and he is getting, how much this pay period? $200. For those of you who are wondering, my husband gets more of an allowance than me because he is out and about. Like, he works at a school and I work from home. So he's more likely to spend more because he's out more. But I'm at home, so I don't. Yeah. Hooray. For food, we are budgeting, oh, there we go. Moving money from the cloud, and we are budgeting $460. Let's hope we stay within this budget. And if things don't work out this month, we might have to reevaluate yet again, but that's what budgeting is about, right? You got to see what works, see what doesn't, monitor and adjust, All right. And our last category is gas. And we're going to put money from the cloud. 240 is left. Is that how much I need to put? Yep, 240. Woohoo. And this is for April. Paycheck 1. So now if I ever have to fill up, I can use my Qube Money debit card to pay for my gas, or I can use my American Express credit card. And then, like I said, just transfer money to my American Express from the gas envelope. And what I really like is it keeps track of all of your spending. Let me see if I can show you a good example here. Yeah, so for my baking sinking fund, for example, it shows every transaction, the date. I moved money from the cloud to my baking sinking fund. This was how much. I must have, bought some supplies, so I used my American Express credit card and then paid money, like I showed you, to pay off that American Express balance from this baking sinking fund. And I like how it's all recorded right here, so that way I know this is how much I spent from this envelope. Okay, so that's all of my cash expenses done and stuffed. Sorry, drastic change in lighting there. Okay, so now that I have all of that stuffed, I'm hoping that we can stay within our budget this month. That's my goal. All right, thank you so much for sticking around for this video. If you have any questions about how I use my sinking funds, you should check out the video up here about my sinking funds and how I stuff those sinking funds into Qube Money. And if you're interested in trying Qube Money, it is free to try. I will leave a link down below. And there's tons of YouTube videos that go into more detail than what I did of how Qube Money works and how you can use it. It's a really, really good tool, especially for those who don't like cash like me. It's a great way to keep track of all of your cash spending, but digitally. Okay, again, thanks so much for watching. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, and please subscribe. I would love to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.